Good afternoon. Definitely looking forward to getting this season started. It's right around the corner. It's that time of the year in the summer where people are ready for football to get going. And right now, I like our football team. I think they worked really hard. They prepared. We've tried to identify some things to work on this offseason that we have not been great at in the past couple years, and we're focusing on those. But to this point, I like where we're at. I think for us, we're one of a few teams that play 11 Power 4 teams in our schedule. We're looking forward to that. We think that's what college football is all about. We open up with Ole Miss in Nashville on a Sunday night in Game 1, which will be a great test for our team to play a team that won 13 games, has a top quarterback coming back and a top running back, and that'll challenge our football team, but it'll be definitely what fans want to see and our players and coaches want to prepare for, so we're excited about that. And then, of course, I think we have a great conference, a lot of parity in our league. Without question, Miami did a tremendous job last year being one play away from winning the title, but I definitely believe that there's great parity in the league, and you've got to come ready to play. You've got to bring your best every week, but we're looking forward to getting that going this season, and we're excited about our football team.
Coach, thank you. Your first question will come first row, right side.
Coach Dan Tortora, wakeupcalldt.com, right here for you. So the Louisville Cardinals, in your time there, have had 9 or more wins in each of the last 3 seasons. It's hard to win in college football. It's hard to sustain winning even more. What are some of those things you've implemented that you feel like have survived the tests of change with players coming in and out? Why does Louisville continue to have that success? What are some of those pillars?
Well, I think you have to be willing to adapt and willing to change every year and try to improve your football team no matter what it takes, whether it's young freshmen, whether it's transfers, whether it's retaining a lot of players on your football team. You have to have enough knowledge in your coaching staff to identify that, and you have to have the resources to go out and get the best team you possibly can. Then from there, you've got to coach, and you've got to build a team, and you've got to get guys that are hungry, that want to work, they're willing to compete. I think for us, we have had success in the past 3 years winning big football games. I think we know how to be aggressive in how we attack things. I think our players and coaches respond against good opponents and step up to the challenge, which is not easy to do. And at the same time, we've got to be able to be consistent every week and play to that level and win close games. And that's always a great challenge. But when you play good football teams, you've got to win in the small areas, and you've got to make more plays than they do, and you have to coach well.
Coach left side, also in the first row.
Coach Terry Spain with Sports First Media. What excites you the most about this team heading into the season?
Well, I think this team is hungry. I think we realize that we've come close in multiple years. I think we've been able to retain some key players and also add some great additions that are coming here with a purpose. And they want to play football at the highest level. For us, with the schedule we have that opportunity to show what we're made of. When you play great opponents, you're normally going to work harder. You're going to prepare more. You're going to put in the work. You're going to build your team. You're going to bond as players. But I think today's college football, anybody can win. And if our players realize that every week, if you do all the small things and really put in the work, that you can find a way to win and just continue to do that every week, then great things can happen. But at the same time, you've got to be willing to handle the struggles, the obstacles, the losses that could happen along the way, and come back and be even stronger. So I like our team. I think we have good players. I think we realize some of the areas we need to get better at, and now we just got to go about getting that done.
Coach right side, second row.
Coach Brown, Joshua Garner with Cardinal Companion. This offseason, y'all bring in sort of a splash hire with Coach Paul Petrino, the offensive coordinator from South Alabama. How involved will he be on a week-to-week game plan basis?
Well, I like our coaching staff. We have quite a few coaches back that have done a great job for us, and we've added some new pieces as well. With Coach Paul Petrino, me and him have a history. He loves football. He loves to compete. He wants to win. He's familiar with our football team. He has a son there coaching with us as well, who helps with our receivers, does a great job, and Mason Petrino. But Paul has a ton of experience, and we've been together. He knows what He knows our system. He knows our offense. He knows how to get players to work hard, and he has a ton of experience. So I expect him to do great things. He'll be working with our tight ends, and we're excited to have him on board.
Coach left side about the fourth row in the middle.
Hello, Owen Hillman at the League Winners. Over the past, you've seemingly taken experienced transfers of the quarterback position, like Tyler Shuck and Jake Plummer. So what impressed you about Lincoln Kienholz, and what qualities of Lincoln Kienholz impressed you to bring him in as your quarterback?
Well, we're really excited about Lincoln. I think when you look for quarterback play, you look for guys, in my opinion, that are hungry first, that are willing to put in the work. When we studied Lincoln, we liked what we saw on video. You know, he was highly recruited. He went to a good program. He had to sit for some years. That's not a lot of fun doing that, but at the same time, you learn, and sometimes it's good for you. But I think he knows it's his time now to step up and show what he can do, and that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to go somewhere and get on the field and showcase what he's all about. I think he brings us some dimensions and skills that we have not had before. He's a great athlete. He can run, he can extend plays, he can throw on the run, and he enjoys doing that. I think for us, continuing to improve his play in the pocket and his ability to throw the ball vertically and throw with pressure in your face is always something we always work on with quarterbacks, so we'll continue to do that with him. But he's got all the skills, all the traits you're looking for. He's a great teammate, and I think he's ready for this challenge.
Right side, third row.
Hi, Coach. Gatsby Good with Clemson Women in Sports Media. You mentioned a little bit earlier that the ACC is super talented, and I agree with that. From coaches to players, you guys are super deep. What would your message be to naysayers who say that the ACC can't compete with the SEC or the Big Ten?
Well, I think the proof is in the pudding. You know, the ACC plays more Power 4 opponents than anyone in the country, so I don't think we're scared to play anybody. I think our record against those conferences last year was above 500. I don't remember exactly what it was. I think our record in bowl games against those opponents was above 500. And I think we have great parity. So I just think in general, if you're asking me, I would love for everyone to play 11 Power 4 teams and other conferences to play each other and the Power 4 2 every year, just so that you see it on the field. But you know, there are great coaches in our league. There's really great talent. There's talented quarterbacks. There's really good players. So I think, of course, playing each other and is important. And I think the first week we've got a couple interconference games that you'll see LSU and Clemson match up, us and Ole Miss, and that's kind of the proof in the pudding. But I like our conference, and there's great parity, and there's really good football teams.
Keep it there on the right. In the second row, they'll go side by side the next two questions.
Coach, Brad McGuffin with the Cardinal Companion. You mentioned the Ole Miss game. What goes into preparing for a game or an opener like Ole Miss compared to FCS opponents in the year past?
Well, there's a lot that goes into it. You know, originally we were scheduled to play a non-Power 4 team. We made that adjustment. We've added Ole Miss. And I just think it's a great challenge. So what goes into it is you've got to prepare, and you've got to get ready to go, and you've got to step up game one, and there can't be no easing into the season. You have to bring your best. And with Ole Miss, you know, hats off to them, winning 13 games, going to the semifinals and barely losing and not going to the championship game was a great run for them. They had a quarterback who stepped up and played tremendous. He's back. They had a running back who was outstanding. He's back, and a lot of other great talent around that, and some very good coaches. So for us, our team knows, hey, right off the bat, we've got to play good football. So I think it helps you prepare in the offseason, helps you prepare in the summer. Hopefully we have a great fall camp, but we're looking forward to the challenge.
Again, the gentleman now to his right. On the other side. There we go.
Hey, Coach. Thomas Christopher of the League Winners. You know, back-to-back 9-win or more seasons are fantastic, but the conference record declining has kind of dimmed that light. How do you get back on track defeating your conference opponents and putting your team in a position to play for a championship?
Well, without question, you want to play as well as you can in the conference, and we did. We lost some close games, and you know, you have to find a way to win those. And do I think they were good opponents? Yeah, they were. But at the same time, those are games that you need to find a way to win, and we're going to work hard at that. But you know, to me, you have to bring your best, and you have to play good football. For us, I think there's great parity. So every week you've got to play really good football, or you're not going to win. I think our players understand that. I think we've identified some things we did not do well in those games that maybe could have helped us win. But when you look at it, we've won some close games too. So I just think, every week in college football, for the most part, you've got to play your best football to win, and hopefully we can work hard to be as consistent as we possibly can be.
Coach left side, first row.
Alexis Cubitt, Louisville Courier-Journal. Jeff, Isaac Brown obviously had some injuries and different things last year. We're a little careful with him in the spring. What goes into, I guess, just maybe making sure he's ready and not, risking injury heading into this season?
Well, we're going to protect him well in camp. He is a great talent. He's a dynamic player. He can score at any time, take it the distance. He's done a great job for us. When we had him, we won a lot of games. When we lost him last year, we did lose a few. And to me, that's on me. We've got to make sure that we've got a good plan ready. We've got to be, in my opinion, better at throwing the ball vertically up the field, off of play action. Those are things we got to work hard at. We got to utilize all of our players and make sure we're not relying on one. But for Isaac, proving his durability, working hard in the off season was a goal of his. He's done an excellent job to this point. Yes, we have to make sure we manage him throughout camp and get him his reps and hope that he continues to improve. But yes, it's important he's healthy in every game, and it's important that we do a good job as coaches of being smart and really taking care of that assessment. But we've got a good running back room. Isaac Brown, you guys have seen him make a lot of plays. Keywan Brown has done some good things. We took Marquise Davis, a transfer from Missouri that's a really good player. We've got Braxton Jennings back, who stepped in the last game of the year against Kentucky and did a really good job. So that's a good room. We know that we can run the football. We've just got to make sure that we find ways to score more points and be more explosive.
Coach, thank you. You and Lincoln can switch spots, and we'll spend some time with our student athletes. Folks, again, remember, if you would, please identify yourselves and the agency that you're with. That would be a great help for our students. And your first one will come, Lincoln, first row, right side.
Lincoln, Dan Tortora, wakeupcalldt.com. Coming from Ohio State, obviously you have to find the right fit for you. What was it about the Louisville Cardinals, Coach Brom, this entire program, that made you feel like you could step in and do what Coach said, get the ball up the field, be more positive in play action? Why are you the guy? What was the right fit for you? Or why was this the right fit for you?
Yeah, I think just the initial phone calls with Coach Brom and the other coaches, I think just that belief they had in me was something that kind of stuck with me. And then just the opportunity and the guys that they had here. They had Tyler, had Jack, he had Miller, just people like that who have had a lot of success in college. And, he's Coach Brom has put quarterbacks in the NFL. So that's something that I took into account when making my decision.
Lincoln, left side, fourth row.
Speaking about your tenure about Ohio State, what is one thing that you've learned from being Owen Hillman at the League Winners. What is one thing that you've learned from being in that quarterback room at Ohio State with Will Howard and Julian Sain?
Yeah, I'd say just the leadership, the time that they put in, just trying to be perfect in every aspect. I think that's something that they pushed on themselves, and also coaches pushed on the quarterback room in general, is just try to be perfect with every single aspect of the game. And I feel like just the past 3 years learning from those guys, I think is going to help me this year. So,
Lincoln, right side, second row.
Thomas Christopher of the League Winners, South Dakota's all-time leading passer in high school. Tell me how it felt breaking that record, and what does that say about your potential in this offense?
It was cool. I think it happened like the sixth game of my senior year, so it was pretty cool. And the guy that I beat out for the record, we actually were playing his alma mater, so it was pretty cool. But yeah, I think just having that success in high school, just knowing what it's about, knowing how to do it, then having success at Ohio State. I was a backup, but just being able to see the leadership and just the team chemistry in order to go out and win a national championship, I think that's important. So
keep it right there, Lincoln. The gentleman right next to him.
Lincoln, Brad McGuffin with the Cardinal Companion. What is it like working with Jeff and Brian on a daily basis?
It's awesome. I think probably the past couple of months, the amount of film that we got to watch together, I think it's super important. Just being able to dive in through his offense and everything like that. Just to try to get ready for Saturday, so I can go out and play fast. So,
Lincoln, from the podium, your younger brother is a multi-sport budding athlete. Your sister, who is a volleyball athlete, also plays basketball. I would imagine that growing up in your house, it was pretty competitive, yes?
Always competitive, yes, sir. Yep. I feel like it was always a battle between me and my dad. Always going one-on-one in basketball, always trying to see who's better. And then when it comes to my younger brother now, it's always me trying to beat up on him. Always trying to beat him too. So.
Thank you. We're going to get a microphone left side, first row.
Alexis Cubitt, Louisville Courier-Journal. Lincoln, I feel like every offensive newcomer gets asked about Jeff Brom's playbook. So I want to ask you, 6-7 months in, how have you been kind of digesting that, and how are you as far as learning that?
It's definitely came along since the winter and the spring. It's starting to be like a second language at this point, where I take time throughout the night, go through, just read my notes, and then come in every single day and just throw on a game and watch film on that too. So I feel like the more that I hear the verbiage and hear the language is going to help me out. So.
Next question for Lincoln. It'll be the gentleman in the hat. Lincoln, if you follow the aisle up the middle, it'll be to the right.
Hi, Lincoln. Louisville has a tendency of developing quarterbacks in the past. And if you go through the history of who they have, obviously have a coach who's played the position. So how do you like the idea that they've had a history of developing quarterbacks in the past, have a coach? Do you feel that that's one of the drawing cards that will allow you to develop and hopefully take it to the next level?
Yes, for sure. I think, like I said earlier, I think that was a big decision on even why I came here, was just the history and, just how well that Coach Brom does with quarterbacks. I think that's something that is going to help me out for years to come. So.
Lincoln, your last question from the podium. You've been a scholar athlete for the past 3 years. What have your parents taught you about integrating that academic component with athletics?
Yeah, I think just how you do one thing is how you do everything, and that's kind of something my mom and dad have, put into my head, and, just trying to be the best version of yourself each and every day. School, football, being a friend, being a brother, just different things like that, so.
Lincoln, thank you. You and Clev can switch spots. We will spend time with Mr. Lubin. Folks, again, if you would, please identify yourselves and the agency that you're with. That would be great. Clev, your first question will come to the right side, fourth row, almost to the wall.
Trina Sacken, Sports and Culture Media. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. You worked your way around and up to a Power 4 level, and Coach just mentioned, he said, hey, I like where we are and I like who we have. What do you like about yourself heading into year 2 here?
Everything, I know the time that I've put in. I know the things I developed through my college career, the places I've been. So I continue to grow, continue to be around the right group of people, and I developed a better leader, a better player, and just a better teammate.
Left side, Clev, first row.
Terry Spain with Sports Media. You had an opportunity to go to the NFL draft last year, but you chose to come back to Louisville. What was the reason why you chose to come back?
Definitely just another opportunity. Go out, leave college football, hopefully an ACC championship, and make a big run in the playoffs. That's the ultimate goal, and just bring everybody with me. Just continue to be a person when I walk into an NFL locker room, that I could be a leader, I could be comfortable around new people, and adjust to the schemes of playing at that higher level.
First row, right side.
Clev, Dan Tortora, wakeupcalldt.com. Being from the state of New York, it doesn't always get the love that it deserves. So being from Suffern, just what you can say about New York talent and putting it on the map at Louisville.
It's definitely a great thing. For me, like where I went to high school, wasn't many people that always got recruited. So just being able to stay home at my public school and go through the journey that I've been through, from going to Army to junior college, now being able to play at a Power 4 level in this conference, play against the best teams. And like Coach Brom said earlier, he wants us to play the best teams, and that's something like you can appreciate as a player, knowing that your coach is going to go out there, schedule the hardest games, and make sure that you have a real chance to be in that position to be in the playoffs and be in the ACC championship, because he's putting you in a situation where you could go out there and win those games and prove who you are as a person and who you are as a program.
Clev, left side, fourth row in the middle.
Owen Hillman at the League Winners. You spent some time at the United States Military Academy Prep School before joining the Army Black Knights. How has your time around West Point and Army helped you grow and strengthen as a person?
I feel like that's a big backbone of who I am. Just being around those type of people, being around some of the greatest leaders in America, you learn different leadership skills. You learn things, what to do, what not to do. And I felt like that helped develop me, the discipline, because all the hard things you got to do, all the waking up early, going through long days, and just doing it repetitively over and over again has built me to build good habits, be a better leader, and encourage my teammates and affect them in a positive light.
Right side, second row.
Clev, Brad McGuffin with the Cardinal Companion. You talk about being a leader. What is a goal you have for the defense as a whole this year?
Just be the reason we win games, you know what I mean? Just no matter what's going on the other side of the ball, just let everyone know that you guys could trust in us, you guys could believe in us. We're going to go out there, whether it's a quick turnover, whether it's a 3 and out, or whether they're on the field for a whole quarter, you know what I mean? Just being able to continue to be there as a unit for this team and for this program to push us to where we need to be. And when you look at all the great teams, whether it's Super Bowl championships or the college football, all the great teams have great D linemen. All the great teams have great offensive linemen. So setting that tone in practice between those two groups and making sure that's the standing point that strengthens our team.
Clev, from the podium in high school, you averaged 21.6 points and 11.4 rebounds in basketball. Why did you?
I told y'all I was nice. I told y'all. I thought it was a joke.
Why did you go for football? Why didn't you stick with basketball?
If I'm gonna tell the honest truth, I can't shoot for a lick. So listen, I can get to the rim and I can score. I played hard and all that stuff, but I wasn't gonna play no D1 basketball. I couldn't shoot a 3 if my life depended on it. But I was a pretty decent basketball player, if I do say so myself.
Your last question will come front row to the left.
Alexis Cubitt, Louisville Courier-Journal. Clev, Kamari was talking about just your relationship. Obviously, he played a big part in you getting to Iowa Western. How would you just describe your relationship and with him, and what was that like playing against him last year there in Blacksburg?
It's a blessing knowing the things that we've been through. Me and Kamari went to prep together. Then we spent time in the academy, and he was ultimately the reason I attended Iowa Western. He had went earlier in the spring, and that relationship has kind of like helped us grow. I know the whole time at Iowa Western, I pushed him to be the best version he could be because I know where he wanted to go, and I could say vice versa. So last year, being able to play each other, and then this year, us both having the opportunity to be here, represents the programs that we play for, it just shows a lot of growth because where we've been, we were both guys who felt like we were under-recruited coming out of high school. We did the whole journey, and now to be here, it's a blessing, and it means a lot to both of us. And getting to see him and take pictures and speak about the moment, it means a lot.
Clev, thank you. You and Lance can swap spots.
Thank you.
And we'll spend the last few minutes with Mr. Robinson. If you have questions, please identify yourselves and the agency that you were with, please. We'll take your first question to the right. Lance, second row in the white shirt.
Lance, Joshua Garner with Cardinal Companion. A lot of new faces on the offensive line this year, along with a new offensive line coach with Coach Dale Williams. How difficult has that transition been, and how's the gelling process going so far?
Yeah, I can truly say the process hasn't been difficult at all. You know, I commend those guys up front that have come in. You know, they've really brought into the program. You know, and I've took it upon myself to keep the standard the same. You know, keep us as a hard-working group. You know, a physical group up front, ready to move the point. And you know, it's been a smooth, seamless transition. You know, Coach Williams, I'm familiar with him from the 2023 campaign. And, you know, just a familiar face. You know, he's done a great job, you know, implementing some of his techniques and some of his philosophies in the offensive line room. So, you know, I can't wait to see the product that we put on the field this season.
We're going to stay right there in the second row.
Thomas Christopher of the League Winners, kind of building off of that, you've played throughout the offensive line throughout your collegiate career. Can you just talk about the importance of that versatility when there's so many moving parts in that room?
Yes, as everyone knows, you know, of course it's a long season, you know, things like injuries happen, you know, different people move around and shift all the time. Being able to play all 5 positions on the offensive line, you know, that's a big piece on any team. You know, just knowing that you have a guy that can always go in a spot, you know, that you have a need at. And, you know, I take that as a real big responsibility every week, you know, knowing that I could potentially go play somewhere else along the offensive line. So, you know, I'm always prepared. You know, I always prepare myself, you know, for every position. And, you know, I take it as a good thing for sure.
Still on the right this time in the first row.
Lance, Dan Tortora, wakeupcalldt.com. You spoke about Dale Williams coming in as the offensive line coach. To go a little bit deeper into just his scheming, his leadership, how he goes about his business, what you like about his style and the way that he kind of brings everything together on the line.
Yeah, man, Coach Williams, you know, he's an older guy, laid-back guy, you know. He's a real stickler on details. You know, he's kind of big on simplifying the game for us, you know, making it easier for us so we can play fast, you know, play physical, you know, dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, that's a real big thing with him. He wants to see you put the opposing defender on his back, you know, just instilling that mentality into us, you know, having us ready to go dominate every rep.
We're going to go up the center aisle to the left. We're going to go to Dominic there in the green shirt.
Dominic Petrollo, unaffiliated. You talked about keeping the standard high for the offensive line, even with the new transfers coming in, and that's your standard. What message do you want to send to Isaiah Brown, the rest of the running backs, and to Lincoln about how you're going to make life easier for them?
Yeah, well, Isaac and Lincoln, you know, I just want them to know, you know, genuinely from my heart that, you know, they have nothing to worry about. You know, you have a group of protectors out there on the field, you know, ready to let their life on the line. That's really front line about what's going on in the Louisville football program. You know, every single offensive lineman that would take a snap on the field this year is definitely willing to, you know, go all out and leave it all out on the field, exert extreme amounts of energy, just being physical, flying around, being dominant, being violent. You know, it's going to be fun. They have nothing to worry about for sure.
Any other questions for Lance? We'll have one last question for you, Lance, in the first row to your left.
Alexis Q with Louisville Courier-Journal. Lance, you've been around the program for a few years now. Obviously, like Jeff talked about, just getting over that hump. What do you feel like it's going to take for you guys to kind of get over that hump and get to that next level where you can get back to the ACC championship and then potentially college football playoffs?
Yeah, well, I think a big thing is, you know, we have a lot of selfless guys on the team this year. You know, we have a lot of guys that are truly bought into what Coach Brown is doing. We have a lot of believers on the team that believe in the philosophies that go on around the program. You know, we've obviously been close in the past couple seasons, but getting over that particular hump, I would say finishing. You know, finishing in every game, that's been the big thing. Coming out starting fast, you know, we have a great contest the first week. You know, just starting fast and setting the tone for the whole season.
Lance, thank you. Louisville, good luck this year.
Thank you.
Folks, Syracuse is due up in the room next. They will be at the top of the hour at high noon.